Christmas.
Yeah. Merry Bears fan Christmas, huh? Christmas came a little bit early.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah, that was great. Man. I don't know if I could call it Christmas though, because Christmas I feel like you're happy the whole night. Like I feel like we were pretty much in like we're like in depressed mode up until like the onside kick. I mean, because like, let's be honest, like even when we got the field goal, you know, like yeah, we're still gonna watch all the way to the end.
Yeah.
But like I'm thinking in my head, like if the Packers recover the onside, they had been running the ball on us the whole second half. Like I didn't feel super confident, let's put it this way, that we were going to be able to hold them and get the ball back. So the fact that we got that onside was just, yeah. And then everything from there was magic, you know. Then Iceman came in and
yeah.
the Iceman put his ice cape on and it took us to victory, man.
It was superhero cape on, man.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Dude, it was awesome. I mean, dude, and that's what, like, I get upset, too, because I'm sure you see this, too. It's like everybody, like, nitpicks things, like, after we win. And it's just like, dude, like, watch the NFL. Like, teams all over the NFL, even the best teams sometimes win.
Right.
Fluky, things happen, you know?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, am I literally saying here that we're the Super Bowl the Super Bowl favorite and that we got the best team and we're steamrolling everybody? Like, we're not. But, like, no one said we were going to.
Right.
So, like, right now, like, when I said earlier we were playing with house money, I'm still kind of true, right? Like,
yeah.
we are playing with house money. Like, if we don't win the Super Bowl, I'm not going to be pissed.
Right.
You know? And, actually, I want to bring it up to see what you think about this. So, Ron sent me something, the score earlier this week.
Oh, God.
Anyone who has grown up a Bears fan knows what I'm about to say. In the modern era, when has there been a time where the Bears have truly sustained success? 63, they win the championship. It's a one-shot deal sandwiched between the greatest dynasty of modern football, the Green Bay Packers and Lombardi, right? You have Butkus and Sayers. They never came close to sniffing the playoffs. The 1970s, a forgettable decade. Yes, they had sweetness, but they didn't win.
Nope.
85, the greatest single season that any football team has had in the Super Bowl era. And you're thinking it's just the beginning of a dynasty. And it wasn't. The 90s, forgettable. Lovie Smith comes in. They make the Super Bowl in 2006 with Rex Grossman, and you're thinking, you know, Urlacher, Briggs, Peanut, this is the beginning, Hester, this is the beginning of something really special. It was not. 2018, Matt Nagy comes in, Mitch Trubisky. You would never have thought back then, you know, Mitchell Trubisky's going to be a guy that you see as a professional backup in commercials. That was it. A one-shot deal. Double doink happens. You're thinking, man, the Bears will get a kicker in 2019, and they'll be back to where they need to be. Never happened. No. That's why.
Who said that,
make
though?
this the year.
Nobody
Don't
said
squander this opportunity. It's wide open. There are like 6 teams that you could say right now can win the championship. The Bears are all.
Okay. So let me chime in on this one.
In this tournament coming up, because I love how
It's
I love
one of the dumbest things I've ever heard, brother.
right. But I just like how Ben is saying that he calls it tournament.
Huh?
He calls it a tournament. I love that.
The tournament?
Yeah.
Well, so obviously, like, can we win it? Yeah. Right? Like, but like this whole notion, like, you better win it this year because you don't know if next year's promised. Like, that doesn't make sense to me. Like the 85 Bears, I get it. They were the best team in the league by far.
Yeah.
So, of course, it's like, yeah, next year isn't promised. So, yeah, we have to win now, right? And then if you think about it, that would have been a dynasty, but Jim McMahon couldn't stay healthy. Yeah. So all those other years, the Bears were winning 11, 12, 13 games with a great defense, but no quarterback.
Well,
right?
Walter was also towards the end of his career.
Correct.
I think that was, what year was that? His 10th?
87 was his last, yeah.
Was his last year, so he was at the tail end.
Correct. But that's my point is, like, you can't compare this to that because that team could have had sustained success, but McMahon didn't stay healthy, right? And then in 2006, who the heck was like, oh, the Bears are going to go to 8 Super Bowls in a row? Not me. No. Because you know what our worry was? Rex Grossman. Like, remember when the Super Bowl ended, everyone was like, yeah, we lost, but our biggest worry was like, man, I don't know. We have everything we need except quarterback. So remember what we did was we ended up freaking out and signing Brian Griese to a contract. Do you remember?
Yeah.
And Rex was benched. He didn't even start the next year. It was Brian Griese. So like to try to again, that's my point is like trying to compare this to those years doesn't mean it's a different roster.
Yeah.
And guess what, everybody? We have a quarterback now. Like we actually have a quarterback. This isn't Rex. This isn't McMahon who's always hurt. We actually have a quarterback. So to me, this is a different because I think we do have a path, not a guarantee, but a path to future success. Don't you agree?
Yeah, I agree totally. Caleb is the Hall, is what a lot of people are now really realizing, because the whole notion back when he was drafted was just trade down and acquire picks. But you know what? This guy's really turned out to be awesome.
That's the thing is though, that's the one thing like when I say like bash and give credit to him, give credit to Poles because he could have easily succumbed to that.
He could have.
And he didn't.
I give him credit for that.
He didn't. And he made the trade to give him that first pick to be able to get Caleb. So like I said, I've been critical. I've been critical. I was here week 2. We were saying, should he be on the hot seat and all this shit? But man, who saw this turnaround?
No, nobody.
No.
Yeah, think about it because remember he made that trade and we were all celebrating because, wow, he traded with the Panthers. Can you imagine Caleb Williams on the Panthers? Like they just. Like no one's ever like thought about that. I'm like he'd be on the Panthers if Poles never made that trade.
Yeah, he'd be on the Panthers and they'd have a lot more picks to put around him.
Wow, yeah.
So yeah, I mean, and like I said, now when we look back at it, the trade, the trade turned out fantastic because I think even at least one of these draft picks, even from this year, was from that trade. Maybe even Burden, right? It was one of the picks from this year was from that trade, I think.
DJ Moore?
Well, more too, but I'm saying the picks we got for it and Caleb, I mean, man.
The second round pick was Tyreek Stevenson, I believe.
I mean, that's worked out. He's pretty solid.
Yeah, he's pretty solid.
So
he's pretty solid. I like him a lot. Credit needs to be given to him. Absolutely. Because, I've been a big proponent of Ryan. Well, I wouldn't say enemy, but I criticize him a lot.
Yeah.
I criticize him a lot, but he definitely deserves his flowers.
Yeah. That's exactly how I feel. No, but that's what, like, going back to that clip, it's like, it'd be one thing if they were saying, hey, we've made it this far, why not us? Like, if that was the thing, I get it, right? Why not us, right? We could win it. Why not? It's open. But to be like, oh, you better take advantage and win it this year because look what's happened in the past.
Right.
Like, the past has nothing to do with this team.
Right. Notice the past though. What do they have in common? I don't know much about the Bears? What were they talking about? The 1960s?
Yeah.
I don't know much about that team, but at least the 85 Bears and the 2006 Bears and the 2018 Bears.
Quarterback play.
Amazing defenses.
And terrible quarterbacks.
But we don't have an amazing defense.
Right.
So,
but that's the scary part. And that's why, like I said, that's where this offseason, like like I said, I think Poles, I'll also give him this credit, even if he swings and misses. He went out and tried to bolster the defense. That's the only thing he failed at. But I think that now he's going to literally be like, all right, I fucked this up. Now I need to make amends. And what do we do? What do we got to do to acquire a bona fide pass rush? Because if we have that, we steamrolled the Packers on Saturday.
Yep.
The reason they stayed in it is because Malik Willis. And if you think about it, the Bears seem to have trouble against mobile quarterbacks. That's how Snoop Huntley, we would get a little bit of pressure on him, but he would get away from the first rush, and he would either take off and run for 10 yards or he'd throw it. And that's what Malik Willis was doing to us. He kept running for first or throwing the ball. But when Jordan Love was in there, we were getting to him.
Yeah.
I mean, unfortunately, we had two roughing the passer penalties against him, but we were getting to him because he's stationary. He can't move.
Right. So I will say that I think Dennis Allen game planned around Jordan Love.
Yeah.
And he wasn't expecting
That's a great point.
Michael Vick, I mean, he wasn't expecting Michael Vick to start out there on Saturday because he looked incredible. He was lights out there for a period of time. Like, he was converting first downs. He was throwing really nice touchdown passes and so mobile. And our personnel right now, our front seven, we don't have the guys right now to stop mobile quarterbacks like that.
Yeah, that's exactly right. And they're like, so that's the thing is like, obviously fans will troll. So you saw a lot of people, Bears fans, saying things like, hey, apparently Malik Willis is better than Jordan Love.
I love
and all
that. I was laughing.
and
my
it's
ass
funny,
off.
but and it is funny. But at the same time, like let's be honest here. I'm not trying to say like Jordan Love is better than Malik
Oh, yeah,
Willis.
no doubt.
Jordan Love has the ability to throw like the deep ball,
Yeah.
and
there's
throw
no
a great
question
deep ball. But Malik Willis, I think to your point too, especially how we had the game plan defensively, he was just a better fit against us on Saturday night.
Yeah.
And you could tell they were moving the ball when Jordan Love was in there. And honestly though, like credit to the defense, they had 5 possessions in the red zone and only scored 1 touchdown.
Wow.
So that's the thing. Our defense has been giving up yards all season, whatever, but not only with the turnovers, they've had like some big moments like that where they get stopped. So, and how about that fumble that we got stripping Jacobs, and that was Nashawn again.
Yeah, the Pro Bowl snub.
Big time. The biggest Pro Bowl snub.
Yeah, that was a big one.
Yeah. No, and then one thing like kind of ticked me off a little is I heard this thing was like Jordan Love is a Pro Bowl snub. And I'm kind of like thinking to myself like, I don't know. The Bears have a better record now, right? And if you compare his numbers to Caleb's, other than the completion percentage, they're right at par.
Yeah.
So like if you're really going to put him in the MVP, kind of candidacy or whatever, then I don't know.
Right. Then Caleb kind of deserves to be in that same category as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah.
Especially coming.
Unfortunately, I think Matt Stafford pretty much cinched it a couple weeks ago.
Oh,
I mean, he's just having a
jeez.
phenomenal year.
He's having a
but I
career
think
year.
Caleb should at least get a couple votes here and there. We'll see.
Yeah.
That might just be me as a Bears fan saying it, but
Yeah.
I mean, hey, we're 11-4, and he's led how many winning
6?
comebacks? Yeah.
6
I mean,
is what
who's
they're
counting?
saying.
But but no, he's doing great. So
Yeah, I saw a stat where he is tied for the most comebacks under the age of 25 for a quarterback in NFL history. Tied some guy named, I think his name's Peyton Manning. I don't know. I think he's pretty good. From what
yeah, I heard of him before.
Yeah.
He's pretty solid. Yeah. So here's Caleb's fourth quarter comebacks. So Raiders game was the first one, and then obviously special teams came through with the block at the end. Commanders game, that was another nice comeback, and then we had the fumble and the Moody field goal. Week 9 was the Colston Loveland catch, that freaking shootout. Week 10 against the Giants, Jackson Dart, we knocked him out of the game.
Yeah.
That was like the little boost. But again, Caleb comes through in the end.
mobile quarterback.
Yeah, like I said, mobile quarterbacks have killed us all season. The Week 11, the Vikings, that was a weird game where we handled McCarthy all game, and then in the fourth quarter he threw like a touchdown or 2 against us.
Yeah.
And then Caleb came back and led us to the game-winning drive, and then the Packers game.
Yeah.
I mean, fuck, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Like I said, it's one of those things where like I literally had to wake up the next day and just make sure that it actually happened. It's one of those
So
moments.
Week 16 against the Packers was one of those games where you're going to look back 5-10 years down the road. It's like, hey, it's like, where were you at that Packers game with Caleb's overtime comeback? You'll always remember, like, oh, I was at home or I was at work. So that was one of those like,
Yeah. But I think it's going to be, I think you'll agree though, it's definitely going to be more remembered and thought of if this is like becomes the turning point of when this rivalry starts to change. And honestly, right now I'll take just splitting with them for the next couple years. Like compared to what it's been, like
Yeah, I know.
it's just nice to finally beat them. Like it just felt good. But I said it on here last week that I wanted to beat them convincingly. I wanted to beat them by 10. I wanted to beat them by 17.
They're a good team.
But you know why, though? Because I didn't want that seed of doubt. I didn't want that, we won, the onside. You know what I mean? Like, I wanted to beat them to the point where we just said, we fucking beat their ass, But
we're not there yet.
yeah, no, exactly. And that was the opening. And the biggest thing is the lack of pass rush. I mean, that was the biggest eye-opener. Because the rest of the defense plays well. We're good at stripping the ball. We're good at all that. We even did pretty good against the run against them, all in all. Stopping Jacobs and Wilson, we did pretty good. We just containing those mobile quarterbacks is what's killing us. And which kind of leads me to this next game, Sunday. Such a big game, man. To be honest with you, what kind of scares me is I think one thing that we don't think of with Brock Purdy is that Brock Purdy actually is pretty mobile, actually. So I think, and it's funny now it says he's averaging 14 rushing yards a game, but there was a game, I don't know if it was Tennessee, one of the games Purdy had like 60 rushing yards.
Really?
Yeah. So the one thing with Purdy, even though he's not a running quarterback, he is mobile. So we just have to be a little careful when we get that initial pressure on him. If he's able to kind of
If we can get
slide,
pressure on him.
right? If he's able to slide away, is him running for first down. I think that's going to be very key to try to get them off the field because, yeah, I mean, damn, their offense is really tough. It's going to be tough. It's going to be. I have a hard time believing it's not going to be a high scoring game.
Yeah, they're favored -3.
Yeah.
So
I mean, Old Man Rivers just threw for almost 300 yards and 2 touchdowns. I mean, I think Caleb's going to be able to perform well. I mean, they really have a lack of pass rush since the Bosa injury. You know, Caleb's going to have some time back there. They also are not really great at stopping the run. We're going to be able to pound the ball.
We can pound the ball with anybody.
Yeah.
I think.
And I think Ben Johnson's very smart with this too. Is he understands that the Bears have been trying to win these games with dominating the time of possession. So that starts with running the ball and controlling the clock. So I think that he knows that the 49ers have a high-powered offense. So I think he's going to try to, again, keep time of possession our way, run the ball, and, you know, and just try to limit the amount of possession so that maybe our defense stays, what's the word I'm looking for? Doesn't get tired and doesn't wear out so. But, yeah, we'll see. So there's the QB comparison right now. So, yeah, kind of makes sense. Purdy is higher pass yards per game, but, you know, obviously game scripting and everything else leads to the Niners having to throw a little bit more. Purdy's got 10 turnovers. Damn, Purdy's only played 7 games with 10 turnovers. And Caleb's played 15 games.
He's coming
with
off
7
injury,
turnovers.
but he's a little bit rusty. But he's coming together nicely.
See, and that QB rating is very, very eye-opening because you could tell that QB rating, a lot of it has to do with completion percentage. That's the main reason that Caleb's is low.
Converting first downs, I think, is a big one for them.
If it wasn't for that, Caleb's QB rating would be right up there. So I'm not worried about it. And then obviously Caleb runs a little bit more. But yeah, like I said, I think this is going to be a game that's going to come down to what defense is able to get like key stops and turnovers, and then what offense is able to possess the ball more.
Who are Purdy's weapons?
So another big thing, Ron, maybe pull it up. I haven't got an update. George Kittle hurt his ankle on Monday night. So I think his status is up in the air. I highly doubt he'd miss the game unless he's like, you know, really iffy. If it says questionable, I would say he's going to play because this is a big game. They also are trying to clinch home field advantage.
Like low to mid ankle sprain.
Oh, so that's actually good news for him because high ankle sprains are the bad ones.
Right.
So there's no update if he's practiced.
Who is receivers? Jennings? Juwan Jennings.
Who else does he have?
I know he's got
Pearsall's out too.
Huh?
Ricky?
Yeah, Pearsall's out.
Oh.
He might be back this week, but he was out last week. Pearsall. I mean, he's got McCaffrey, Kittle. Who else did he throw it to last week? Like maybe Kendrick Bourne? Is he on the Niners? That's a name drop from back in the day. Here, let me see.
What? He's can you pull that up? Can you anything with the 49ers?
Yeah.
So let's see. They got Juwan Jennings, Kittle, McCaffrey,
Sky Moore.
Kendrick Bourne. Yep.
Yeah.
Demarcus Robinson, former Chiefs receiver. Sky Moore, another Chiefs former receiver.
Wow, George Kittle, look at that usage. 7 receptions, 115 yards, and a touchdown.
Yeah.
That's big.
He killed us last year.
Yeah, I know. He always does.
They destroyed us in San Francisco. That's one thing that worries me about this game a little too. Is the Bears usually just don't play well in San Francisco. It's one of those things. So, like I said, I hope it doesn't come back to rear its head again. But I don't know. I still think it's a winnable game. I really do, man.
They're saying that Rome Odunze is in line to play on Sunday.
Oh, is he really?
Yeah.
Oh,
That's what I'm hearing.
God, that would be huge. Man, yeah, because these games are just so important.
Yeah.
And then hopefully
would
we get some luck and the Seahawks can get upset and
Wow.
That would then, yeah, because if the Seahawks lose and we win, then all we have to do is win against the Lions and we clinch the 1 seed. It would just be so nice to get a bye week. Oh.
Yeah.
Do we rest the players, or do we
No, we can't. These 2 games are must wins. For the way it's all turning out with Seattle, the Niners,
Yeah, the
Rams.
Yeah, no, and they're always going to be playing because they haven't yet clinched the division. They have to win one more game.
Yeah.
So yeah, if they win, then they're definitely going to be playing for the 1 seed. If they lose, they're still going to be trying to clinch the division. So
Right.
I think they're still going to be always playing.
So there's a chance we're going to play the Niners. Chance we're going to play the Packers, right?
Well, the biggest most likely one is the Packers because the Niners, the Seahawks, and the Rams all have better records than the Packers. So the Packers might wind up with that 7th seed.
What's the Packers' remaining schedule? I don't even.
They play Baltimore this week and then the Vikings.
Okay.
So unfortunately, Lamar got hurt again. So now it's Snoop Huntley.
Well, but it's not Jordan Love. Jordan Love's not coming back from that concussion.
I don't think so.
No.
But again, I feel like, man, Malik Willis, like low key, might be he's definitely one of the best backups.
Oh,
For sure. Like he's had to come into like 3 games this year and he does fine. Like he runs the offense very well when he plays.
Well, I'm looking back in the last 5 years, the Packers top to bottom, from the top of the general manager, head coaches, down to all its personnel, they're a well-run organization.
Oh, they are. And again, like I know like a lot of the followers are just trolls and they just want to say negative stuff. But no, I mean, you got to give credit where credit's due. This is a very, very good, very well-run organization.
Yeah, they're great.
And they're a very good roster from top to bottom, which is why when the Bears played them the first time, I said there's no shame in losing to this team because from top to bottom, they have a better organization. Yeah. They have a better team right now. Right. And that's why I also said even without Micah Parsons, they still might top to bottom have a better, roster than we do. But what are you going to do? You got to go out and try to beat them anyway. And then this offseason, like I said, is going to be the offseason when you plug in those last couple of, deficiencies and try to, eradicate them so that you can be the leader next year,
I would like to see which is the worst defense to ever win a Super Bowl.
Wow.
You can Google that.
Yeah.
I'm
like
so
the lowest ranked defense?
Yeah, the lowest ranked defense going into a Super Bowl in the common era.
Oh, going into a Super Bowl?
Well, no, winning the Super Bowl.
Winning. I would probably say...
Because what's the saying? Defense wins championships, right?
Yeah. I'm trying to think of like a recent team that had a great... no, I mean, if you look at it, all the teams that had... That's probably the best defense.
Yeah,
of course.
that's...
All Tom Brady's all were top 5 defenses.
Yeah, of course. Something people don't really talk about.
Yeah. Well, the Colts from 2006, they may have been a top 10 defense, but I know they weren't 2011 New York Giants.
Yeah. No, they got to the quarterback. They had a tremendous pass rush.
Yeah, but look, they ranked 25th in points allowed, with other notably poor defenses being the 2006 Colts, 23rd.
Yeah.
And again, to everybody, to all the Tom Brady nut huggers, I keep saying it right now. He never had to win a Super Bowl with the 23rd ranked defense.
Yeah.
And Peyton Manning did. And all those Super Bowls where people were like, oh, Tom Brady owns Peyton Manning. No, the Patriots owned Peyton Manning. Their defense owned him, not Tom Brady. Do you know what I mean? Like the Colts didn't have Ty Law, Willie McGinnis, Lawyer Malloy,
Yeah, that 2011 New York Giants, they had a tremendous pass rush.
Right. That was but obviously their secondary wasn't very good.
No, our secondary right now in 2025 is tremendous.
If I remember correctly, you can maybe look this up too, Ron. That 2011 Giants team, I think, was a wild card team.
Yes.
And they played the Packers at Lambeau.
Yes.
And they were 15-1. No. This was against Rodgers.
Oh, that was
and
Rodgers.
They were 15-1. And Akeem Nicks and Victor Cruz. And I'm like threw the ball all over them and beat them in the opening round, I believe.
And side note, I believe this is the same Giants team. They were the favorites going into the Super Bowl against Brady.
Really?
Yeah.
In 2011?
Yep.
Wow.
Because what was the one? What was the Brady's team that was the most high-powered offense of all time?
Look at
Randy Moss.
And look at that, dude. They beat the Packers 37-20, and the Packers were the number 1 seed at home at Lambeau. Wow. That's insane. Despite a 25th ranked defense in points allowed, the team, particularly the defensive front, elevated its play significantly during the postseason. Yeah, they played well when it mattered. Wow.
Well, then Eli played lights out.
And
Yeah, he did.
What's our defensive ranking right now?
27th, I believe, 28th.
Well, we're about to make history.
Yeah. Yeah. God, man. But the thing is,
Yeah,
like,
Brian, if you can look it up, I'm just guessing.
but here's the thing, too.
I looked it up the other day.
Here's the thing, too, though. A lot of it is defenses is ranked based on yards allowed.
On ESPN,
sometimes
that's what
it's
I've been looking-
yeah. Sometimes it's allowed on points allowed. Sometimes it's on yards allowed. But dude, you have to remember they gave up 52 points to the Lions week 2. That makes a huge difference in that number.
But yes,
if you take that one game off,
You're
the defense is
I
way-
love how you put that into perspective
Yeah.
because we didn't have C.J. Gardner-Johnson. We didn't have
Jalen Johnson. We didn't have
We didn't
defense was
have
depleted.
we didn't have Jalen. We didn't have DeMarco Jackson.
TJ
yet.
Edwards wasn't playing in that
Wow.
game. So you take that away, and all of a sudden you might be the 18th or the 19th. So I'm not saying that we have a great defense, but opportunistic, and I don't know. I don't
We
think
bend. We don't break.
right. Yeah.
I mean, the Bengals game, again, we also had some injuries too, I believe, going into that one because we gave up 40 points. How many points did we give up?
Right.
40?
But plus that was also such a track meet that both defenses, I think, were exhausted.
Yeah.
Trying to, and again, the Bengals offense, I mean, you're trying to cover T. Higgins and Jamar Chase all game. It's not an easy task.
No, it wasn't.
Oh, man. So
So can get some predictions here?
okay, so here, yeah, and dude, Chino, literally, I have not been wrong on one prediction all season.
Like you were very within range.
Yeah, and I haven't gotten one wrong. I picked them to lose the Packers. The first game, I picked them to beat the Packers. I picked them to lose to the Ravens, and I picked them to win every other game. So that's probably good news that I'm going to pick them to win
You're picking them to win?
on Sunday. Yes, I am.
Oh, good for
Yeah,
you.
Yes, I am.
Nice.
I think that the fact that the Bears keep winning these games by close and narrow margins, a lot of the betting public, the news outlets and all that, just they don't really seem to want to ever pick the Bears or give them a credit.
For some reason,
Yeah.
it's the Bears versus the world. It's
Right.
just so weird.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen such a time in your Bears fandom that
Yeah.
you remember?
Yeah, but again, the thing to know is that it doesn't really fucking matter what they think. But also but that's another reason why, like I said, I would like, even though it doesn't matter, I would like for us to win one of these games where we just fucking destroy a team. Like, I mean, honestly, when we beat the Eagles, that should have been enough because we whooped their ass.
Yeah.
Like we whooped the Eagles' ass.
Yeah,
like
we
that should have
dog-walked them.
Yeah. So I think we could do that. I think the key is going to be, I think we'll get a couple of turnovers. I don't think our defense is going to stop. I mean, their offense is very good, and they have Christian McCaffrey. But I think we'll score. Like I said, I really feel that if Rivers can put up points against them, I think our offense can.
I think Caleb can
If
too.
Rome comes back, I think that should be a very, very, very key addition. And I think I'd like us winning this game 31-28.
128. Yeah, that's solid. I was going to go a little bit lower. I was going to go 27-24 Bears.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I like that.
They
though. I
win.
like-
They win on a field goal
yeah. And then
because that's a tough place to play.
yeah. And then we still have a chance for that number one seed.
Yeah.
First round, we play Niners or Packers. Who would you rather play?
Niners. Again, I hate the Packers. I fucking hate them with all my guts. But I'm always the most honest person. I'm gonna give it to you straight. I don't want to face them anymore. Like I'm done with the fucking Packers. Like, dude, we knocked their quarterback out of the game. They they just frustrated the shit out of me on Saturday. They kept being able to get first downs on us on key times.
Yeah.
They were stuffing our run. We were literally scratching our heads for the first 3 quarters trying to get some offense going. And thankfully, like I said, Caleb made some big plays. We were able to recover an onside, and Caleb obviously put on the Superman cape. But I don't think that it's sustainable to win like that every week. So I think at some point, I think we have to put a signature game where the whole team actually plays together as a team from the first to the fourth quarter. Because I feel like we've only played like 2 of those games this year.
Yeah.
And that was the Dallas game, and that was the Philadelphia game. Those are the 2 games where like we put our identity on it. We ran the ball down their throat. We played pretty much perfect football on both sides of the ball, other than maybe like one mistake or so. But like I said, I personally would.
The Browns
love
was a good one too.
Oh, Browns was a good
31-3. I mean, we handled them.
And then it was nice because then you saw them, the Browns at home against Buffalo and Josh Allen, and they gave them fits.
Yeah.
I mean, the Bills still won because the Browns are really bad, but the Browns actually stuck in that game.
They have a
longer.
good defense. They're top 7, I think.
Yeah.
Top 7.
Yeah, and the key that we were able to do against the Browns was run the rock. And then that gave Caleb all the time, and Caleb was just throwing darts down the field.
Most of the time. There is this one guy. He's a future Hall of Famer.
Yeah, he's okay.
Yeah, he's okay.
There was a list that they were doing in First Things First.
Danny Parkins?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, like, okay, so here's my thing. Like, I for me, is like, is
Dude,
this.
Bears haters are at 8?
Yeah.
They have them at 8.
My thing is, like, is this like a power ranking, or is this like who I think the best teams are? Because like if it's like a power ranking, I think Seattle deserves to be first. I think
power ranking. I think.
Yeah, because I think the Rams were the best team, and Seattle just beat them. So I almost feel like Seattle won. I feel like let's see, Seattle won.
Rams at 2.
And you guys could decide.
Yeah,
We're doing the best team right now, or the best?
right
team
now. Best
most
teams
likely
right now.
Okay.
I'll pull it up.
Yeah. Can you?
So I don't know if I'm looking at this list, I would probably have Seattle.
So Danny loves the Bears, and I can tell.
Yeah, I'd have Seattle at 1. I'd have the Rams at 2.
Yeah. Let's.
I would have. I mean, I would probably have the Patriots at 3. And it's only because of their record though, and where they stand, because they have no.
Yeah, who are they played?
No,
all year?
I get.
Look at who they
I get it. I
all
get
year
it.
long.
I'm not saying that they're the 3rd best team. I'm saying in power ranking, because they're already clinched their division. They have no. They're already basically clinched a top couple seed.
They faced the Dolphins and the Jets.
No, yeah.
Ooh.
No, I get it. But I'm just saying, like, in power ranking, I'd have them at 3. And I would have I'd probably have the Bears at 4, especially because they beat the Eagles. And then I don't know why he doesn't have the Eagles in the top 10.
He had him at Brew was asking where the fuck he was, and he's just like, oh, he's 11.
Dude, the Eagles still won the freaking Super Bowl. Like, and they're still 10-4.
Yeah.
Yeah, I probably have the Eagles at 5, and then the Bills at 6, and then I probably would still have the Packers up there.
I dropped
at
the Chargers. I don't like them. That's to
Yeah, me
they're
too.
way
Me
too
too.
high.
I had the Packers at. Where are the Packers? I had the Packers at 7. I mean, that's almost saying like the Bears are 3, the Packers are like under 11. Like, I don't see it. The Jaguars are probably a good at 8, I think.
Probably the most underrated top 10 team in the NFL by far.
Yeah.
No one talks about the Jaguars.
Yeah. Have they been beating great teams? I know.
They beat the Chiefs when Mahomes was on there. So, I mean, that is a.
Yeah, but this Chiefs team obviously wasn't the same as.
No,
other
but
Chiefs.
they were coming back. They were just in the Super Bowl, 12 months ago? 11 months ago? So.
True. And the Broncos, I mean.
Their defense is really good.
Yeah, but it's probably because the Jaguars beat the Broncos, so I get it.
Yeah.
So I don't know. That's
They
tough. So maybe the Niners do fall to
They
10.
handled the Broncos.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like I'd have to have like a list of teams and like give me like a little while to actually like process of elimination, like decide by actual list. But top of my head, yeah, Seahawks, Rams, Patriots, Bears, the Eagles, Bills, Packers, Jaguars, Broncos, Niners.
What do you think?
Yeah, I like that. I like that list a lot. Like I said, the Chargers for me, we're going on power rankings, so they're a sneaky what? What are they? 10 and are they 11-4? What are the Chargers right now?
Check.
Chargers, I think, are 10-5.
Yeah, they're no one's talking about them either.
Yeah, and
know?
and it's because they've been doing it without their tackles. Joe Alt and Slater both are out.
Since the beginning of
Yeah.
almost the beginning of the year.
Yeah, it's been impressive. They have a good defense, man. They're 11-4.
Yeah.
But do you really think the Chargers have a sustainable long run in them without their top two left tackle or their top two tackles? I don't see it.
No.
I think their luck will run out eventually. Man, the Texans are a scary team too. I don't think anyone wants to see them.
Yeah, they're a really good defense.
10-6. That's scary. Man, the Colts really fell off a cliff. Wow. 8-2. Traded 2 first-round picks for Sauce, and now they're 8-7. Wow, that sucks. And again, I don't give them shit for doing it. They were trying to win. You know, they made an all-in move. It just didn't pan out, man.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, but for a DB, wow.
I know. But
he's
then
not even-
Jones. Jones got hurt the next week.
He's not
man.
even the best DB in the league,
I know.
but he was the best one available.
Yeah. And then, fuck, dude, that's crazy. Yeah, like what teams do you think legitimately can win the West or the AFC? I mean,
It's got to be
honestly, it's got to be the
the Texans, the Chargers. Well, no, not the Chargers.
Broncos, the
The
Bills,
Broncos. It'd be
the Bills.
Oh, yeah, the Bills. It'd be the Bills. I think the Bills come out on top ultimately.
I mean, this is Josh Allen's. Like to me, this is Josh Allen's
Best opportunity.
Yeah, dude. No Lamar.
Yeah.
No Patrick Mahomes. I mean, this is his chance.
This is
No Burrow.
Josh Allen's best chance to win the AFC championship. He's the best quarterback in the
Yeah.
AFC right now.
Yeah.
I don't care. It's not Bo Nix.
Right.
It's not, check down Drake May.
Yeah.
Do you see that graph I sent? You see he had I want to say 90% of all his passes were under
Yeah.
10 yards.
Yeah,
but it works for their offense.
yeah.
That's great.
But dude, we could look at tape. He throws a great deep ball too.
He's but look at the stats. This is his best game so far of the year. But I think he had one pass that was deep.
Yeah.
Everything else is misses. And I'm just saying.
Yeah, but
the numbers don't lie.
But that's the thing is dude,
Numbers don't lie.
our 3 best receivers are better than any receiver he has.
No, that's why he's checking them down because they can't get open.
Right.
I mean, it's working for them. That's
Yeah.
fine, but they're going to get exposed.
Yeah, I just think it's eye opening to see how great that quarterback class was last year. Like, think about it. Jaden Daniels is a stud. Drake May is a stud. Caleb Williams is a stud. Bo Nix is maybe not a stud, but he's good. He's really good.
Yeah.
Penix is still kind of incomplete, I think, but he's decent.
Yeah, this is his first starting
He's
year.
decent. But dude, what a freaking quarterback class. And I'm probably missing some. Am I missing somebody?
What do they call him? 9?
Is there 9?
No, J.J. McCarthy.
Oh my god! Oh god! So that was the bad one. But
Yeah.
but I mean, he's still not done.
No,
He's
it's not.
done.
I think it's still unfair
Right.
to judge him. He's coming off an ACL tear, I
Yeah.
believe.
But
right?
he doesn't look like he's going to be like a star. He looks like he might be a decent quarterback.
Oh, Spencer Rattler.
Yeah, Rattler's a backup.
Yeah, he's
but,
a backup.
Mhm. But dude, Caleb stud, Jaden Daniels stud, Drake May stud.
Yeah, no.
3 studs.
I shouldn't
they're all
I shouldn't
studs.
say Drake May's checked down. He's
They're all studs.
yeah,
they
all
are
great quarterbacks.
Dude, I would take all 3 of them healthy. Obviously, Jaden Daniels is hurt, but all 3 of them healthy. I would if someone's giving them to you on a team, you're not going to say no to either of the 3. They're all great.
So, going to with what you're just saying right now, and you're the NFL Bears GM in 2024. Obviously, hindsight is 2020. Would you trade down to the 2nd spot or the 3rd spot to acquire more picks and have a Drake May or a Jaden Daniels instead of a Caleb
Yeah.
Williams?
Well,
and
yeah.
you could have bolstered the defensive
Yeah.
line.
So-
knowing
so-
what
yeah.
you know now,
Yeah.
or are you fucking riding with Caleb Williams?
So here's my thing. I usually don't like to do these
I had
kind
a big
of things.
argument with a friend. I'm not going to say his name, but
I usually don't like to do these things. But like, if you tell me,
if you want to turn off the cameras, that's fine.
no. If the trade down isn't even an option, if you tell me I have the first pick now, I'm still taking Caleb. I don't give a shit. I'm still taking
Okay.
Caleb. Okay. But if you're telling me I get to trade down one pick and acquire all this, I might do it for Drake May. I might. And again, that's not a knock on Caleb. That's just saying, like, you're telling me I can get Drake May and all this other good stuff. I might consider it. But again, it's all stupid hypothetical. But if I have the number one pick still, I'm still drafting Caleb. And someone can come here and argue me, I'll fight them. Like, they can try to tell me why Drake May is the better choice. I'm still telling them no. I'm still taking Caleb.
So with the way he was thinking was that Drake, like we were just talking about a minute ago, Drake May's great, Jaden's great. Just trading one or two spots you won't see much of a difference. And you get to bolster the rest of your team more. But I'm riding with Caleb. I think what he had to go through last year was horrendous. Your head coach gets fired halfway through the season.
Oh, yeah.
The interim head coach is not much better either.
Oh, dude, we brought this up this year. The play calling was dog shit.
Yeah.
That's why he was getting sacked.
The head coach wasn't using timeouts.
Oh, it was just a nightmare. But again, this is why, like, after the first 2 weeks when we were like, should we press the panic button? Is it time to fire polls and stuff? And like, remember, we're like, let's just be a little patient. Let's see what happens. And dude, week after week,
you were the only one saying patience. Everyone else is like, rip his fucking head off.
Yeah. But again, this is the era of the first takes and whatever the Fox Sports one is. All they do is just crazy takes week to week, right? Colin Cowherd, how many times has he talked shit about Caleb and then been like, Caleb's amazing, and then and then Caleb's amazing. Like, every week they just change their mind and I love this guy, I hate this guy, I love this guy, and like,
or he'll give his backhanded compliments to him.
Yeah. And
he's inconsistent, but he'll get there.
But remember, all of these people, it's all clickbait, bro. That's all it is. Mm-hmm. If they all agreed with each other and there was no clickbait, no one would watch, bro. That's the thing. No, dude, like I said, I don't regret 1 second.
You're not going to get much difference. Like, you'll get, a second-round pick from going from 1 to 2, right? Like, when the Bears went from 3 to 2.
Well, didn't
you're not going to get a first.
Didn't Washington go from 2 to 1 or from 3 to 2 to draft RG3, and they traded a Hall?
That's a good question.
Pull that up.
Ron, why don't you pull it up, please?
Put in Robert Griffin III draft day trade. So here you go. Here it is, Gino. In 2012, the Washington Redskins traded 4 high-value draft picks. The number 12, number 6 pick, the 2012 second-round pick, 2013 first round, 2014 first round to the Rams to secure the number 2 pick.
Yeah, but where are they coming from? They come from
6.
From 6 to 2.
I mean, that's still not that high of a move. And look, they gave 2 first-rounders, 3 first-rounders and a second-rounder to move up 4 spots.
Wow.
See, and that's what I'm saying. Like, but again, this is a stupid hypothetical. But if you tell me, like, we could trade down and get Drake May and get all of that,
you're not going to get all of that.
No, of course. But like, you'd be hard not to do it if you're getting all of that with it. That's my point. But like, again, it's just a stupid hypothetical. I'm still taking Caleb Williams no matter what.
Right.
And I still think, in my opinion, even though I think Drake May might be slightly better right now.
What's the higher ceiling?
Daniels.
The
highest ceiling is Caleb Williams.
Caleb has the high ceiling.
And anyone who says that's not true is lying to you.
Yeah.
It's definitely Caleb.
I will give him that. That is without a doubt.
He does. That's why, why wouldn't you want to have the guy with the highest ceiling?
The highest ceiling, yeah. Well, especially when you got a head coach now that's tapping into that potential. And he's showing flashes.
Dude,
the sky's the limit.
And all these draft picks are starting to get used a lot now, like Burden and Loveland.
Yeah, so I guess we'll just get this out of the way, this whole Gary situation. What do you guys think of that?
What is it?
No, it's not going to be Gary, Indiana. It's going to be Hammond, Indiana.
I think it's all posturing. And it's funny because Kevin Warren, the first thing he said in that letter was, this is not about posturing. This is not about, I forgot the word he said. And I'm like,
it's not a play or something.
Yeah, and I'm like, no, that's exactly what it is. Like, he literally says this is not this, but then everything else he says tells you that that's exactly leverage. He's like, this is not a play on leverage. Yes, it is. It's all about leverage. They're trying to get more money from Arlington Heights.
Or tax breaks.
Yes, and Arlington Heights doesn't want to give it.
Right.
And that's the fight.
Yeah.
But dude, but here's the thing too. It's so stupid. People are like, "Oh, Indiana's a better state because they're
Lower taxes.
They're lower tax and all this shit." But it's like, but dude, like I don't blame Arlington Heights too though. They're trying to be smart with their budget, and they have to be smart with it too. They're not just going to keep raising taxes on everything and on every person, and then we're basically paying for the stadium. Then every time we go eat somewhere, it's a little more expensive. Anytime we buy a house, it's more expensive. Anytime we, pay our tax bill, is going to be more expensive. Like
This is going to be a problem, man. I think it's going to be a big problem. I think ultimately, I don't see the state of Illinois budging. And Kevin Warren was brought to the Bears specifically to build a stadium, and it's been 3 years now, and he still hasn't done it. That worries me.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking, and
he's
then
a freaking failure.
You got the governor of Indiana, like rolling out the red carpet. Hey, whatever you guys need, we'll do for you guys. And then like you have Pritzker, and then you have the mayor of Arlington Heights,
and they don't want that.
No, they're like, no, like you're a billionaire.
Make it work.
You guys pay for your own stadium. And then they're looking at other billionaires around the country, like I think the Kansas City Chiefs, when you have the state of Kansas.
Yeah.
Like, hey, come over here. It's right down the road. And they're like, okay, like our fan base is going to go across the street anyways. So they're thinking because of Ben Johnson, because of Caleb Williams, and the potential of having a Super Bowl run, that fans like you guys are going to make the sacrifice.
And I hate to break it to the Bears fans, but they can move to Gary, and that stadium's still going to be full of Bears fans.
Yeah, it is.
It is. It's the Bears. I mean, we're loyal as loyal is. Like, dude, they can move to fucking Wyoming, and they're going to fill the stadium because it's Bears fans. Like, they travel, man.
Yeah, they travel.
Dude, and it's not just them. The Niners play in Santa Clara. There's multiple teams.
Oh, the Buffalo Bills play. Don't they play in Canada?
No, they like really right close, like 20 miles from Canada.
From the border. Okay.
And dude, look at the Chargers. That's one team. San Diego, the city loved the Chargers, but that owner didn't want to pay for the stadium, and the mayor was like, "You're not raising them. You can move the team."
Yeah.
And then Cronkite or whatever bought them, and they moved to LA.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it sucks because when it's the LA Chargers and you watch a game, right? What fans do you hear more? You hear the road fans more than the Chargers fans because LA's full of shit, dude. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
And then the Rams, it's like LeBron and celebrities. Like, you don't see like a ton of normal people.
Right.
And then you end up seeing more fans of the other team.
Yeah.
And it's sad. San Diego, like, it was loyal, hardcore Chargers fans.
Yeah.
And they lost their team. Like, it sucks.
So what's your ultimate opinion just about the matter?
Is that the Bears, the ownership needs to find a way to get it done. Like, it's ridiculous.
Get it done
whether it's in Chicago or it's in Arlington Heights, it should definitely stay here in Illinois. And like, this is ridiculous. Like, they already have the freaking land too.
Yeah.
And like, why do you keep coming up and saying, "Oh, it's going to be in Arlington Heights," and then, "Oh wait, actually, not yet. Oh no, wait, actually, now it is. We're going to break ground in Arlington Heights." Wait, no, actually. Like, dude, just get it done.
So my take, it's not very popular. I work by the border of Illinois and Indiana. I work by Hammond. Hammond, Indiana is literally 5 minutes from my job. So I'm all for it. You guys can move to Indiana. It doesn't affect my life. So sorry. Doesn't affect me.
Yeah. No, like, here's the thing. Like, even if they moved to Gary, Indiana, I would still go to games.
Yeah.
I would. But do I prefer it to be in Gary, Indiana? No. But here's another thing. I would rather it be in Gary, Indiana, and them have a freaking parking garage that every single person that goes to the game can park in and comfortably walk into the stadium. Or a public transportation that can get you right to the stadium, whether I got to connect to a couple trains. But, like, just give me that. Mm-hmm. And I'll take that over Soldier Field as it is now, which is a
it's-
fucking shit show if you don't
it's
have parking.
awful.
So, yeah, give me Arlington Heights. Fucking give me Gary. I don't want them to move to Gary, but I agree with you. I'm a Bears fan. Whatever they do, I'm going to be okay with it.
Yeah.
And look at you. Like, you live close to there, right?
Yeah.
But if they move to Arlington Heights, what are you going to be like? No, I'm not.
Right. No,
you're
I'm still coming to Arlington Heights.
Exactly. We're Bears fans, right?
Right.
So I ultimately, like, I wouldn't, just for me, it's just the sake of saying that they play in Indiana. I don't know. It sounds kind of dirty to me. I don't know. I just want them to be in Illinois. That's where they belong.
Yeah.
And somewhere in the Chicagoland area. So if not in the city, at least Arlington Heights is like a cap, or Naperville. Somewhere where it's 30, 40 minutes away, not 2-3 hours away.
Wow.
You
Yeah,
know?
because even in the fight song, he's like, "We're the pride and joy of Illinois."
Yeah. We don't need the pride and joy of Indiana.
We can make it work. We can make something that.
No, I wouldn't even sing the song anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we'll see. I don't think, like I said, I don't even think it's worth even wasting breath on right now because they're just gonna keep giving us different news and like it's like clickbait. I just thought it was really stupid to do it the Packer Bear week. You released that
Yeah.
news. Like, was it that important that you had to say it during that week when we're trying to like
Yeah.
prepare for this game? It's looking stupid.